thought. What all of these esoteric discussions apply to our day-to-day existence. Here we go. If you are a small business owner, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a social media person, if you're trying to get started, please don't fall in the trap of what we are expected to do. If you're starting a business, if you're starting a social media presence, and you're like upset because you haven't blown up in the first month, I need you to listen to this. Listen to what I have to say right now. Amazon was not profitable for 14 years. Did not make money. Uber, from the last time I checked, is still not profitable, and they've been around for like ever at this point now, right? A lot of these companies that we're trying to reach, whose companies we're trying to quote overnight success, that we're trying to match their success levels, what they do is they get investors first, and a lot of their CEOs coast and live off of the money that the investors, venture capitalists, are paying them. That is how they make a living. It's not just from venture capitalists. They have members of their family who also will invest in the company. That's how they make a living. So if you are starting a business and you don't have any venture capitalists supporting you, first of all, don't quit your job. You're going to have to be the person investing in yourself. You're going to have to be a venture capitalist for yourself until you get your business to the place where you are self-sustainable, where the business is self-sustainable. And that's going to take time. If Bezos expected Amazon to be where it is now, after a year, Amazon wouldn't exist. After 10 years, Amazon wouldn't exist. You maybe say maybe after 7 to 10 years, he started to see it coming to fruition. But stop trying to be an overnight success, because that's not a thing. 1. 2, stop expecting that whatever business endeavor you're about to engage in is going to make money overnight. What you're doing right now is you're literally just laying the foundation, but that foundation is going to take time. It's just the base work. You're going to have to, it's like even building a house. You got to lay stuff out. You got to draw out the plans. You got to hire an architect to see, okay, this is where I want things to go. And then you're going to have to give yourself time. You can't put in a year of building a house or 6 months into building a house and then try to sell it. It's not finished. You're working towards something. You got to keep that same energy. Now, a lot of us feel like, okay, I've started this business, I'm not making money. And we are accepting the added pressure of people. So when people ask you, what do you do for a living? That question itself is loaded. It's like when they ask you, how old are you, right? It's a loaded question. It's another way that we sort of pull each other down without realizing. It's like a neuro-linguistic programming. If you're an entrepreneur, you're going to feel tempted to start making money so that you can respond adequately in that way. But please understand that as an entrepreneur, that question does not apply to you in the same way. You don't have a job, you're building a business. So you're not going to make a living off off your first go. It's not a job. A job, if you go and you get a job, you know you're going to get paid after 2 weeks. But as a result of you getting a job, you're also giving up your own freedom and you developing your own thing. So that is the trade-off. If you want immediate rewards for something that you're doing right now, then go get a regular job. But if you're working towards becoming your own boss, please understand that payoff is not going to come in 2 weeks. Stop it. It's the same energy. This is what I told my cousin. It's the same energy of like going to school. When you go to university, so let's say you're going to go study to be a doctor, you're not going to be making money as a doctor for years. You're laying the foundational work, the groundwork towards being a doctor. And we know that that's going to take time. You're not going to go to get a degree. I'm going to get a degree in, in biology. Nobody's expecting you to be a biologist and earn money as a biologist after a year of going to school. They don't even show you, like a lot of liberal arts universities, for example, you don't even start your credits or start your classes in your own major until after 2 years. So if you're a business owner, if you're a painter, if you're a social media, if you're trying to do something, understand that right now you have to take everything you're doing at the first 2, 3, 4 years of a business. And if you're not willing to put in that kind of time, then just quit. Like you're just, don't waste your time. You need to understand this is going to take time. So if you're willing to give private institutions or public institutions with higher earning time for you for them to get you to a place where you can eventually start earning money, then give yourself keep that energy for yourself. Because right now, if you're starting a business, you're basically going to school to learn to own a business. If you're an artist, you're basically going to school and learning on the fly how to start a business as an artist. You're just learning as you go. So don't expect to be profitable the first year, the second year, the third year, the fourth year. the 5th year even. Just keep at it, keep trying. You got to keep that same energy. Don't let what's going on social media mess you up. All these people who seemingly pop out of nowhere and you think that they're successful and then you quit after two months or 2 weeks because things aren't going the way you want them to go. It's not going to happen that fast. That's why people quit, is because it's not happening. But then if that was the case, when you went to school to get your degree, if you didn't get your degree after 2 months, do you drop out? No, most people who finish university understand it's going to take them about 4 to 5 years to just even get the paper, not even get the job where they even start to earn money. So I want you to take that same energy and apply it to anything that you're doing as a business owner, which is why I say, unless you have savings or whatever, which I say, don't quit your job yet. Understand that you need to be able to finance yourself because you're not putting that kind of pressure on yourself to now make money. You don't need to make money. You need to reach your goals. You don't need to make money. You don't need the money. You need to reach your goals. You don't need the money from what you're doing right now. You're setting the foundation. If you need money, go get a job while you continue to build a foundation towards having your business. And then the moment your business becomes profitable, then you can quit your job, right? It's like handing on the baton. Obviously, you have bills to pay, but don't put yourself in a situation where you're stressing yourself out because you don't have the money, because now you're putting too much pressure on your business to perform. It hasn't had time to even get to that level. You need to be willing, and whatever it is you're doing. Yes, they have people who are on TikTok who, because of the pandemic, blew up overnight. But that was because TikTok was literally blowing people up overnight, pushing their stuff out, right? They got lucky. But there's billions of people on this planet, millions of people that are using these apps. Those people, the 4, 5, 10, 20, 100 people that we see, those are the exceptions. You need to get in where you fit in. Success takes time. In the meantime, don't overpush your body. Don't burn out. It's okay for you to rest. If you find yourself just